We're going to make one this morning for that rat sack of crap, Robert Mueller, and this Christopher Wray and Sessions. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the Bushes and the Clintons were down there at the Houstonian estate in uptown Houston, robbing the living hell out of the banks and the S&Ls all around Harris County and Montgomery County, smack dab in the middle of Iran-Contra and Charlie Wilson's war. The bottom line is the FIREA, the Financial Institution Recovery and Enforcement Act, and Danny Wall's infamous Southwest Plan all came out of the gargantuan real estate lootings, the real estate scheming and scamming, the damn dirt dealing, Robert Mueller, of the banks all over the southwestern United States, and the savings and loans, and the mortgage system. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, HUD, Sallie Mae, you name it. It was wide open, balls to the wall criminality, with the Clintons and the Bushes posseed up there at the Houstonian estates, with the Bin Ladens and the Gabanafars and the Khashoggis and Oliver North and Richard Secord and Admiral Poindexter and the whole stinking little gang. Charlie Wilson, Joanna King, the massive illegal black operations war that was going on, being directed by George H. Bush, the Clintons, W. and company, is not a figment of anybody's imagination. It's the historical record. Now, what's going on right now is a dog and pony show. The biggest pack of crapola in the history of the world. They want you, oh, look over there, it's the Russians. The Russians. Robert Mueller has blown over $100 million on distracting everybody with this Russia crap. Dear Mr. Mueller, what the hell went down in Texas? Why is it that the Castle Grande, the Whitewater, and the Maplewood Farms, Campobello Island, real estate dirt dealing flipping crap was going on in such massive quantity all over Texas and Nevada and New Mexico and Arizona and Florida and going on in California, all over this country? Real estate, scheming and scamming, dirt dealing. Just exactly like the Arizona Project, Paul Friggins, Don Bowles, and lots of other people, including this guy right here, exposed all over the western United States. Real estate scheming and scamming from Conroe, Texas, Montgomery County. Isn't this just fascinating? Sheriff Rand Henderson. The entire nation has been robbed for so much money, it is absolutely mind-bending. It's staggering. And at the very heart of it, real estate dealing and scheming. Just like the Clintons were doing in Arkansas while they were all posseed up and playing around in a hot tub in Houston, Texas with Congressman Charlie Wilson and Joanna King and James Baker III of Baker and Botts. And Vincent and Elkins were involved in it up to their eyeballs as well, with Sewell and Riggs and lots of other lawyers all over Harris County. Now, folks, you know, you can poke a lot of fun at me all you want, but do some homework and ask yourself, why is it that thousands and thousands and thousands of colonialists exist all over the southwestern United States? How is it that Janet Reno and Ed Meese and John Ashcroft and Alberto Gonzalez from Humble, Texas, how is it that you missed all that with John Cornyn and Greg Abbott and Jim Maddox, the state attorney generals of Texas. How is it that all got glossed over? Hillary Rodham Clinton, the queen of wiping the servers clean. Oh, by the way, Hillary, where the hell are those servers? Robert Mueller, where the hell are the servers? Jimmy Comey. The servers seem to be missing in action too, right? Bill Clinton? Now, folks, I'm going to keep this one short. But up in the Adirondack Mountains in New York, targeting real estate owners by the State Conservation Commission is how the Adirondack Park got created. By targeting landowners for takeover. Just like they target landowners when they're building a highway. When they built that park in New York State, the size of the state of Vermont, the Adirondack Park is as big as the state of Vermont. Over 6 million acres. You talk about a communist socialist land grab, all orchestrated from 50 Wolf Road in Colony, imagine that, in Colony, New York, by the patroons of the old Albany Corporation of the Dutch there at Fort Orange on the Hudson. Now, folks, the tactics of the New Netherlands and land grabbing, and if you stop and think about it, the history of the whole United States is one giant land scheme and scam. Some people call it manifest destiny, and other people call it the papal bulls, where the Christians were just here to help all the Indians out of land that they'd controlled and lived on and owned by prescriptive right for tens of thousands of years. Longer. The Europeans came over with the British and the Dutch and decided to steal everything in sight. That's the operations. That's how they work. That's the MO. Modus operandi. Steal everything in sight, including all that land in the Adirondack Park. Now I'm going to sum this one up because my battery's been laying down on me. You know, I've been at the receiving end of dirty tricks from the government since they targeted my parents, Anita and Clifford Witham, at Harris Bay on Lake George, New York. They got targeted for their land, and they got taken over for their land. Over 600 acres, their business, their marina, and their home by the cheap, low-down, dirty little rat bastards from the Environmental Conservation Office at 50 Wolf Road. All working for Bob Stewart and his father, George Stewart.